Hello, beautiful spirits. I'm Carol DeChaine, your intuitive spiritual guide for practical matters, and this is the Joy Corner. Every week, I give you an I am affirmation to help you really connect to your subconscious mind and help it shift and become more of what you want it to be so you're on the same page with your subconscious. I am affirmations are a powerful tool and only one tool that you can use, but it's a pretty cool one. Today's affirmation is I breathe in abundance and prosperity. And if you look at your finances, that's one area of abundance and prosperity. It's not the only area, though. So if your life is not working in one area and you go, I don't have prosperity and abundance of what I want in my relationships, maybe in the relationships with your children or your spouse, or even finding someone to love for a love interest, or maybe your friends are a little much of a challenge more than you'd like, so you don't feel like you have any friends or that they aren't this wonderful person that you want. It's easier to see abundance and prosperity in cash, investments, money, anything that a lawyer would say, here is the asset that you have, because it's what you think of when you think of abundance and prosperity, although it doesn't make it easier to come by. Whatever you have issues with, know that everybody has different issues. It doesn't make you not spiritual to not have money or not spiritual when you do have money. You deserve to have as much as you want of whatever you want in life because you are a wondrous, amazing spirit. And we're here for this thing we call human existence to experience it in whatever form you want. So if what you want is more abundance and prosperity in your finances, then focus on that this time. If you want it in your love life, then focus on that. If you want a different career or you want to have a better time and maybe more prosperity money-wise, but in your career, or maybe you just want a better job and that's what you think of as prosperity in your career, whatever it is you want, focus on that. You can do it generally or you can do it specifically. And as always, when we go through this, I say please do it 3 to 4 times, not like 40 times in a row. So you end up rote in your head just spitting it out because subconscious will hear you, but it won't really impact it that much. That's the way I learned. It just doesn't seem to make a whole lot of difference. What you want to do is feel it in your bones when you say it like it's real, all through every cell that you have. This is my truth at this moment. Even if it's only for this moment, it'll spark something in your subconscious and it'll go, oh, I guess I better get on board with this because she thinks it's true or he thinks it's true. So, okay, things will start rolling. And then listen, after you start saying this and you start doing it once a day with 3 times, you say it 3 times, but you can do it twice a day if you want. Try and make it consistent, maybe in the shower, maybe in your car right before you get out to go to work if you commute. Whatever it may be, choose a time so you remember to do it, or write post-it notes around the house so you remember to do it, wherever it is that you need. But after a while, you don't see the post-it note anymore because it becomes part of the scenery. So if you have it in your mirror, move it to a different part of your mirror or onto your toothpaste or your toothbrush or somewhere where you see it again. So you have to take it off to use the item. Just a little note from me. So this week, settle yourself and let's say this together. And again, the I am affirmation is I breathe in abundance and prosperity. Focus on whatever you like for this. Breathe. I breathe in abundance and prosperity. And then take another breath and feel it through your entire being. Fire each one of those cells, knowing this is your truth right now. Breathe it in. And then, again, I breathe in abundance and prosperity. Take that breath and breathe it into every cell of your being. And one last time, I breathe in abundance and prosperity. This is your truth right this moment. right now. Feel free to do it more, repeat it more. But when you start getting to the point where you can't feel it as your truth right in this moment, suspending that disbelief, then stop doing it. But you can go back to it later in the day again if you want to do it twice. And as extra bonus credit, if you want it to happen really fast, if you have a journal or you can find some paper, just like in the old days on the chalkboard, the teachers had kind of the right idea. When they said, I will not, blah, 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 this time is I am, blah, blah, blah. I breathe in abundance and prosperity. And like last week was, I am beautiful just the way I am. Whatever it is, make it positive, make it impactful. And do it as though you're speaking it the same way. Write it out. Breathe into it as you're writing it. Feel it. And then breathe it again. So when you read it the second time, breathe it in and do it exactly the same way. But if you can write it out 3 or 4 times, feeling it each time, you'll have a little bit of extra oomph to make it come true, to make that subconscious to poke it and go, hey, this is what I want. And it'll go, oh, wait, what? Oh, I guess I better have it happen because she wants it, he wants it, better be true. I better start moving. I breathe in abundance and prosperity. You can do this. And I know you deserve it. You just need to suck your subconscious into doing that because sometimes those limiting beliefs will hold us back. Well, they do in all different areas of our life, but some of them are just little teeny tiny ones that's easy to just push aside and move out because maybe it's not even your limiting belief. If you think you don't deserve abundance or prosperity, it'll show in your reality. And you can look at it and say, so why don't I have money? And you can look at it in a physical way. Why don't I? Well, I quit my job, don't have money, can't seem to hold the job because I have these other issues. Maybe emotionally you have a reason. Maybe you have a mental reason why it's not working, a physical reason. And then there's that spiritual piece that people don't always look at. Why isn't this working spiritually? And believe it or not, that is the strongest piece of the puzzle, the biggest piece of the puzzle. So if you have a 1,000-piece puzzle, it's going to be 2/3 of the pieces. It'll be giant number one piece in the puzzle with all little pieces around it because it's going to be the piece that makes everything else shift with it. So this is one of the wonderful tools that you can use, these I am affirmations. Thank you for joining me here today. I'm Carol DeChaine. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the bell notification. And if you'd like to know more about me, about life coaching, I do spiritual coaching as well as life and business coaching, and I'm certified in all 3. By all means, check out my website at www.connect2joy.com. That's the number 2, connect2joy. And you can also email me if you have questions at carol@connect2joy.com. And look up my podcast for longer videos and audios, I should say, at the Connect to Joy podcast on Stitcher and iHeartRadio and everywhere else. And you can also check me out at Connect to Joy on Instagram. Until next week, you are more than you know, and you deserve every wonderful thing.